Woo! Welcome to another episode of Drinks and Things. And before we get stuff going, we just wanted to do a quick shout out and a thank you to anybody that has watched, liked, or subscribed to our channel. We recently hit 1,000 subscribers, and we just wanted to say a quick thank you. So thank you for doing that. If you guys watch our videos, I'll put the link down below. Jessi Smiles came on and she did a Drinks and Things episode with us. And recently I went over and I did a video with her. So I'll put that video in the description below as well. Shout out to Jessi and say thank you for coming on, and thanks for having me on with you.
If you don't subscribe to her, go over, subscribe to her, follow her on Twitter. Pretty awesome, very funny.
Here
we go. So I was on a plane today, and it just made me think about plane etiquette. Nobody knows how to fucking act on a plane. I get paid to travel. And obviously, hold on. I realized I was sitting next to a guy, big guy, bless his heart. He did what he could. He tried to get small. He can only do so much. I still appreciate what he tried to do, so I couldn't get mad at him. There are fucking people when you're sitting on a plane who are fucking skinny, but they're sitting like they're on the fucking toilet at their house. I wanted to talk about plane etiquette today because I wanted to educate the viewers so you know how to act on a plane. First of all, step one when you get onto a plane is you select your seat. So are you guys aisle guys or are you window guys?
That's the thing. You can either be an aisle guy or a window guy. Nobody is a middle guy. That doesn't exist. Like,
no.
You're in the middle.
If you are a middle guy, you're fucked.
You just like to feel cozy. Some people like feeling cozy.
Are you a middle guy?
No, not at all. Hate the middle seat.
I'm going window for sure. I know a lot of people like the aisle because it's quick in and out, but when I fly, I'm flying coast to coast. Try to grab the window. That way I have some place to put my head. I get drunk and I pass out on the plane. So I'm always window.
I've got two schools of thought about it. I think I would have to say that I'm a window guy. But if I'm drinking, if I'm getting hammered, I kind of want to be an aisle guy. I know if I break my seal, how many times I'm going to have to get up from the window seat and cross their path over and over peeing. It's not something I want to do, so I like to be right there, just boom, out to the bathroom. But at the same time, if I'm drinking on a plane and I am the aisle seat, there's a good chance I put my tray down and I pass out on it like this. Now they are both trapped and can't go to the bathroom. If I pass out drunk, I'm out for a little bit. That's the one time an anaconda could eat me or whatever while I'm sleeping.
You got to go back and watch our previous video to get that. I feel like you got to be a window guy. You know that if you fall asleep, you just position yourself before you fall asleep that if you do fall, you go towards the window. If you're in the aisle, you can go in the middle guy, you can go in the aisle, you can get hit by one of those carts that go by. If you sleep on a plane, you're definitely a window guy. But if you're getting drunk and you break the seal and you're a window guy, you're fucked. You got to know what you're doing before you get into your seat, before you pick your seat. PSA, public service announcement. Don't be a fucking dick. It's tight enough. There's not enough fucking space. So stop being a fucking prick. When you sit down, you get half of the armrest. You can go no further than that. If you go further than that, you're a fucking dickhead. And if you do it, stop it now.
Apparently you had like a really rough flight today.
He really hates that.
Dude, I hate it. I'll sit next to tall guys who fucking sprawl out. Hey.
What do you think the rule is on armrests? Do you think the middle seat gets control of the armrest because they're in the worst seat? Like the window and the aisle have more like kind of free room?
How it works is whoever gets there first dictates who gets there.
I mean, I understand like establishing dominance. If we're being fair, the window guy gets to sleep, the aisle guy gets to piss. The middle guy should get the armrest.
That's pretty nice. That's pretty even.
I mean, that's fair.
If you're being fair about it, that's how it works.
So the middle guy gets control of both of his, so if he wants, he can just put them both up and like...
If you're sitting next to a stranger, those things are fucking locked down.
When you sit down, if you have the window seat, you dictate the area and you put down your armrest.
It's like your own little, this is your area.
A lot of rules about armrests that I just was unaware of.
Have you guys ever taken your shoes off on a plane?
Never. I feel like Al is a take his shoes off type of guy.
Pop those bad boys off.
I got really lucky. One of the last times I flew, I got a fucking row of 3 seats to myself. In that scenario, I think I popped my shoes off, laid across the whole thing, and fell asleep.
That's fine to do when there's nobody else in the aisle.
If you control that
if there's other
aisle,
people, if I decide to start touching myself, just look the other way. I've got the whole aisle to myself.
Yep, that's yours. If you have those 3 seats, we call that the trifecta. And if you have the trifecta, there are no rules. You do whatever the fuck you want because you're king.
That is
but
sick.
If PSA, public service announcement number 2 of this video, do not take your shoes off on the plane, especially if you're not wearing socks. Nobody wants to look at your fucking feet. Nobody wants to smell your fucking feet. Keep your shoes on. You're on a fucking plane.
One of the last times I flew, guy next to me, he showed up in like a business suit. I was like, this is going to be a great flight. He knows the rules of flying. I know the rules of flying. First thing he does, pops his loafers off. He passes out, and the fucking area just smells like his gross ass sweaty feet.
Real quick, the other day someone did that at the restaurant. Took his shoes off. Going barefoot under the table. Sir, could you please put your shoes back on?
Isn't there the sign like no shirts, no shoes, no service?
But anyway, back to the airplane. Yeah, I think that's very gross. If I'm sitting next to you, you pop your shoes off. Even if I can't smell your feet, I'm going to assume that I can, and I'm going to make up some weird smell that I'm smelling. And I know it's coming from your feet. They just came by with like a cheeseburger or something. I'm going to look at that and then instantly get a whiff of the cheese and just stare at your feet. That's gross.
You got to keep your shoes on.
You can never trust a guy when you can see his toes.
No, unless you're at the beach or it's summer on a Sunday. Your toes should be hidden every time else. I have one last PSA, public service announcement, for getting off of the plane. I'm sorry.
Wait, let me stop you before you say it. I don't know what you're going to say, but I am going to already assume that I am the person you hate.
You park the plane, seatbelt sign goes off, you can get off the plane. There are fucking rules. And I'm sorry if you're sitting in the back, but you gotta fucking wait. It starts with row 1, 2, 3, 4. You go from one side empties. I'm so sick of people that when you fucking park the plane, come from the back of the plane and fucking bolt up the aisle to try to get off the plane because they don't want to fucking wait. You should have booked your flight earlier and picked your fucking seat that was available closer to the exit. PSA, just take it. Relax. You had the chance to book your flight and pick your fucking seat. Deal with it. Stop being a fucking douchebag. Al, are you that douchebag?
I get on the plane. I'm going to the back of the plane in hopes that I don't have to sit in a full row. When the plane parks, I grab my fucking bag and go. I just want to get off so bad.
You are the guy that I despise on a plane.
Sorry, bro.
It's like going through security and you've never been through security, so you don't know what needs to come out of your bag, what you need to take off. I'm in an airport every week knowing what you have to do and watching so many people that slow up the process. There's nothing more frustrating and infuriating.
I want to choose a seat far back on the plane as possible. I want to sit my turn and wait to get off because I have to wait fucking 20 minutes to catch my checked bag anyway. What's the point of sprinting to the front of the plane just to stand outside of a fucking roundabout terminal-like thing when the bags aren't even close to coming out yet? Let me sit down in a chair where I have my own space and then take my time, and by the time I'm out of the airplane, then my bag is like finally ready to come out.
If it makes it any better, I never had a checked bag, so I knew the second I'm off that plane, I'm fucking going.
You gotta wait your turn. You have to wait your turn.
I travel and I don't check a bag, and I follow the rules.
Show me where this rule book is written down. This is just your code to traveling. I'm gonna keep running to the fucking front of the line. Show me where there's a rule book.
I'll write this, sell it, and I will make millions of dollars.
If you can get a book about plane etiquette published, I will wait my turn to get off a plane. But until then, watch out, because Alex from row 75, seat A, is coming the second they touch ground.
All right, another week in the books. Drinks and Things. Thank you for watching. Hit the subscribe button, like, follow, tweet down below.
Hold on, boys. I spilled my beer everywhere. Oh, my laptop's covered. Oh, no. Look at this thing. I always have fucking 3,000 towels in that room. Where is there a towel?
If I were you, I would keep that laptop open and flip it upside down.
Thrown in a big bag of rice. All right, another week in the books, another episode of Drinks and Things. Subscribe to our channel, like, comment, tweet. All the information is down below. Be a part of it. Subscribe. Thank you for watching. This is Drinks and Things.
Anyone staying on will stay on, but I'm about to shit my pants.